What's up, y'all? It's Nubie again. This one, I don't know. It's Hell Week though, for sure. I've been feeling it. You know, it's so close to Halloween. People like us, it's that time of the year, you know what I'm saying? And like, starting yesterday, man, I just started getting slapped. I definitely started getting slapped. Bunch of downloads, man. It was like everybody and everything, all my guys and ancestors that, you know, I've been blocked off from for about the last year or so. Like those connections, they reconnected for sure. And it was just like, man, it was so much energy, bro, that I just been having thumping headaches. Now, in my baby stage, I look at it, be like, oh, this demonic headache, let me pray it away, this and that. But as I've grown and I continue to do so, I'm like, man, that's just it's my ancestors. But it's like, man, hold on. Everybody yelling, man. Y'all got me thumping over here. I can only really talk to about maybe 2-3 of y'all at a time, but I don't know. Somebody entered back into my energy that I can just sense they not happy. They really not happy. They sad, they depressed, constantly worrying, sitting in a state of anxiety. And it's like, man, I this time, instead of like, you know what I'm saying, banishing or kicking a motherfucker out my energy, I was just like, man, let me show him what love is. Let me see if I can help him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, do I have to take on that weight? Nah, I don't have to. I really don't. But in essence, it's like, man, if I can help to uplift this person, help to guide this person, then I know I'm taking a step in the right direction. You know, over the last couple months, I probably built a reputation up, like being a bully online or, you know, being cold-hearted, this and that. Bro, get off the gas. That's all I gotta say. At the end of the day, bro, to me, laughter and truth, two of the best medicines, man. And that's why, like, it's been so difficult for people that used to know all my triggers, know how to get to me, do this or that. Like, what can you do, bro? Like, nigga, I roast myself on a daily. What can you do? I done been roasted so much, bro. What can you do? What? Please come with something I ain't heard. You know what I'm saying? Come with something I ain't heard yet. You feel me? Excuse me, y'all. Sorry about the glares and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just roll with me. Taking us up top. To the top, BENSON. That's where we headed. But I know in a previous video, I was like, man, I rode up to the site and woo, everybody dressed in black. It was like, I killed all these. Bro, I'm gonna let you know right now, I look good in every shade. So just cause I'm wearing this black, nah, I'm not a hypocrite. Nah, I'm not a walking contradiction. Nah. See, even as a kid, bro, one of the colors that I was attracted to most was black. Favorite color. It was my favorite color, you know what I'm saying? Black, blue, gold, white, red, green, orange. I love them all. I really do. And it's just like, anytime somebody think they got me figured out, I pop out with something else on them, you know what I'm saying? And they be like, man, what is this dude doing? Why is this dude doing this? Because I'm me, man. And whenever I feel somebody trying to get in my skin, I switch it up. You know what I mean? And so tonight, with it being Hell Week, halfway through it, I want to update my timeline. I'm only going to tell y'all about the past maybe 6 to 8 months. Maybe a year at most. You know? First and foremost, ever since I released the video about me telling the truth, speaking on all the traumas and everything that was seizing me up, I've recently gotten back in contact with some of my family. Some of them. You know, it's like I did the video, I uploaded it. And y'all know I'm new on the YouTube thing, so I'm still growing. But before, even though I put it out to the public, before the public really got a hold of it, I wanted my biological family to be able to see. Because I don't really, you know, like I told you, I ain't really talk to them. So I sent them all the link. Man, I'm telling you, like, not even 24 hours later, bro, they started calling me, texting me, Facebook message, you know? And really, like, they all kind of said the same things, you know, especially my elders. They like, man, first off, we want to, like, you know, we love you. We always loved you. You know, they gave their side of the things, gave my side of things. So really, all in all, the video in itself helped to take a step forward in the healing process, right? I think there's still a couple huge, I ain't even gonna say band-aids, I'm gonna say body casts that need to be cracked open and taken off, but, you know, one step at a time. I had a couple disputes with family members here and there about it, you know, which, hey, listen, I'm gonna apologize to them if they feel like I intruded on their space or, you know, was out here telling their business, quote unquote, but like I explained to 2 or 3 of them, for one, my story is my story, and I can only tell it how I hear spirit to tell, how I hear spirit telling me to tell it, right? And for 2, I feel like y'all shouldn't be mad at me just because I'm willing to come out here and actually tell the truth. Yes, y'all might have healed from it, this or that, but like I said in the caption, you know, healing doesn't necessarily mean continuing to keep the secret and bury it, you know? Like, if we're gonna heal, let's all heal. Let's all put everything out on the table and just be honest. And really, since like they stopped really rocking with me, or I ain't really been having, I ain't gonna say they stopped rocking with me, but really since I've been on road, grinding, taking care of business, you know, I ain't really had no opportunity to sit down with everybody. And it was like my aunt called me first, right? I had to explain to her. I was like, you know, nobody was opening their door for me. I'd go, when I come in town, I might be there for a day or 2 at most, and I gotta go back on road. So yeah, I wanna check in with them. I go knock at my sister's house, nobody there, or they don't answer the door. Knock at my mama's house, nobody answer the door. Don't nobody really hit my phone, hit my line. So the only person that I, you know, had some kind of communication with was my older brother. And I explained to her the whole situation, you know, about a family inheritance from my pop's side, and you know how at the time before I took off on April 26, 2021, like I stayed with my sister. That was my last known address before I went on road. So all the mail I was getting over there, I wasn't receiving. The only thing that I would get from them when I go, you know, if I was lucky enough to catch them, they was only handing me my bills. They never hand me my good news. So at the end of the day, let's straighten that out first, and then we can talk. Because the way I see it, I was kicked out the nest, still had stuff coming in, and for whatever reason, somebody else felt entitled to my shit. Somebody else felt entitled to it, right? So if we're gonna heal, let's start with that. Let's start with making me whole first, and then we can have conversations about everything else. But until then, you know, I really ain't got much to talk to nobody about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do, but until you do right by me, everything you try and everything you do is going. No, I'm just playing. I ain't taking it there. But like on some real shit, it's just like, it's funny to me how people just think that they can do you wrong, and then you supposed to be the bigger person. And like I told her, I played that role. I played the role of Jesus for this family for way too long. Somebody else can have that. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest, and my aunt I was talking to, she work in the criminal defense system or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like she been working in jailhouse majority of my whole life, if not my whole life. So it's like, to me, if you, I ain't gonna say pick a side, but it's like, I personally, not a victim for one, definitely not a victim for one, but I told her, like, if that's how it is, y'all can have that shit and y'all can keep that shit. But what you're gonna lose is gonna be way, way more valuable than what you gain from taking from me. You see what I'm saying? From taking from me. What you're gonna lose is me. Because at the end of the day, I can go out here in the world and it might take longer or a little bit longer, but I can get that shit back. But if you ain't got my shit that was sent to your house, then I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Because you know you dead wrong, and you know you did me wrong, and you know you dead wrong, and we just gonna leave that at that. But here we go. We up top now. So let's continue to update the timeline. Now that we off of that, we done made it to the destination. What's up, y'all? It's Nubie again. I look good, don't I? I know. You ain't got to tell me. Give me a thumbs up if you think so, though. You know what I'm saying? But man, this past year's been crazy. The whole thing for me was I was good on love, right? I was good on love. My main priorities were getting myself together, getting my necessities together, right? Getting my future in order. You see what I'm saying? Creating a business model for myself that will ensure in the next 3 to 5 years that I'm gonna be successful no matter what. So a lot of my obstacles, a lot of my distractions, a lot of my hindrances, I realized, stem from family issues. They stem from those family issues. Now, like I told y'all, I'm a big speaker, so you ain't gonna just push me in a corner and expect me to shut up. You could push me in the corner, but I ain't gonna just sit there and shut up. Now, what's even more dangerous is if I go sit myself in the corner and I'll be quiet. Because in here, oh boy. But regardless, I had to tear myself away from everything I felt was holding me down or holding me back, right? Unfortunately, a lot of those things were my family. Or, you know what I'm saying, I felt stem from my family. And man, I'm telling y'all, I cut out family, I cut out friends, I cut out all my vices. I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, I stopped fucking. Like, for real, no cap. And I caught this natural high, man, and it was blissful. It was almost to the point where it felt like it was my new vice. You see what I'm saying? Like, but regardless, I started progressing at a rate that I loved. I fell in love with it. And the whole time, God just put blinders on me. So I just really, like, I could see what was going on around me, but it was like that shit it had little to no effect. It had little to no effect. And so, you know, as my natural high started coming down, I started getting desires again, right? Ain't even a desire to like go fuck on something or go, you know what I'm saying, go smoke again or go do this or that again. It was just a desire of like, all right, now that my shit ain't clouded no more and I can see that what I want for myself is attainable, and I can see that I put myself in a rotation or in a motion to actually achieve that. It's like, all right, well, let me start building on that. And you know, I met this one chick online. And you know, it kind of blew my mind, because I was like, dang, a lot of synchronicities off the top. In all reality, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. So I met this chick online, right? And like, we was talking just back and forth for a little bit, and then we linked up, you know. But for me, it was just like, man, I'm just trying to do it in public. I ain't even trying to be in your house. You know, I be on the road, so you definitely ain't coming over, you know. And really, it was a, how can I put it? It was an unearthly connection. And like, even to the point where I remember, you know, she was touching on my back, bro, one day, and she was like rubbing on my back, and she was just like, oh my God. And I was like, what? And she was like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? Speak, woman. You know what I'm saying? She was like, it feels like you're supposed to have wings. She was like, it feels like you have wings that were cut off, you know? And I'm like, first off, I'm not Lilith. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't Lilith and you ain't Lilith. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, nah, you just, you know, she's like, I'm starting to understand you now more. Like, the way you talk, the way you think, you know, the world you live in, when you explain things to me. She was like, are you a fallen angel? And I was, hey, listen, that's not for me to say. You know, that's not for me to say. And long story short, I personally I ran away from that connection simply out of the fact that it was giving me a lot of flashbacks and it's giving me a lot of flashbacks and I don't want to say red flags, but things to be alert about, things that I've experienced with other people before, and that I probably should have paid attention to, but I drove right through it. But with my spiritual eyes being open, my spiritual ears being open, it was like, man, no, I can't. But now I'm starting to realize that was a divine connection that I was supposed to, how can I put it? I was supposed to nurture, right? Not even saying that we were supposed to be together, get married, or be in a full-blown relationship or anything like that, but we were supposed to train and nurture each other. And it was a whole situation of like iron sharpening iron, if you know what I mean. Because I remember even like maybe the second or third time that we met in person, first off, our conversations were never on surface level. The conversation would just elevate and ascend in itself, bro. And it's so crazy. And I remember like I said, like the second or third time we met, we was talking. And as she was talking, I was seeing what had been done to me before. Like before I took off, I went and talked to my great aunt. And my great aunt, she up in age a little bit, but my great aunt didn't know who I was because I went through a rebirth. So even though she looking at me, she didn't know who I was, because the spirit that she's known to be me my whole life was like, it wasn't, I ain't gonna say it wasn't there no more, but it wasn't in the driver's seat no more because I had a rebirth. And so as I was paying attention talking to my aunt, I can see her trying to figure out who I was. But also at the same time, I started to understand no voice was talking to me, nothing in my head going, just straight understanding, overstanding, right? I could see her in her head. And finally, when she knew who I was, it clicked to her. She was like, oh, because we was talking about the same thing I was talking about, which is like family and this and that. And I told her straight up, I said, man, I don't think my father's family did it. I think y'all did it, but y'all put a curse on me. And as soon as I said that, she was like, oh, okay. I know who you are. You're the creative one. You're the creator. You're the one who lives in the unseen world. I said, yeah, T, yeah, I've been here the whole time. What's up? You know what I mean? And so when I was talking to this girl, I was in my aunt's seat and she was in my seat, to where we was talking. I was like, okay. And I literally started calling out the spirits. I literally started calling them out, because don't get me wrong, when I was more ignorant, I'd be like, man, that person got a disorder, or man, that person crazy, they got multiple personalities, shit like that. But nah, man, that woman had a direct line to my family and my lineage, and it was so crazy. So as we was talking, I like, oh, what's up, nephew? And then he go away and somebody else hop in the seat. Like, okay, what's up, sis? I hear you, but da-da-da-da, this and that. She go away. Somebody else come in. Hey, what's up, homie? I ain't really heard from you in a couple years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm out here. I'm all right. This is woo-woo, this and that. And I got to the point where she cycled through about 6 or 7, maybe 8 or 9 energies, 8 or 9 spirits. I'm calling them out. I know who you are, I know who you are, I know who you are, I know who you are. And the whole time in my head, I'm like, man, this is crazy. this is completely crazy, you know what I'm saying? But long story short, I thought that we was going, you know what I'm saying, be able to do something. But to me, I was like, man, this is too much. Like, you are literally linking me back to all the people that I'm telling you I'm trying to get away from. At the time, I didn't really understand. Maybe she was there to help me heal, since she knew and God knew that I wasn't going to be able to do it with those people in the 3D. However, in the 5D, spiritually, we still all connected, right? Well, I cut communication with her. I definitely cut communication with her because I said it just made me feel uneasy. I wasn't even up for her doing all that. And it wasn't even that I wasn't willing to do the work or nothing. It was just like, man, I don't want to do that. Can't be the work that I'm meant to do, because I've been trying to do that my whole life. It's too late for that. You know what I'm saying? Get me out of there into my new life, into my soul tribe. You feel me? But long story short, cut that connection. Months went by, still on road, and I had a project going on in North Carolina. Now, one day after work, me and my coworkers, well, like two of my coworkers, they wanted to go to the lake. They want to go fishing and stuff. I'm like, man, all right, that's a bet. I'll row. They had like kayaks standing out there and everything. And I was like, man, I'll row. So we go out to the lake. And man, out of nowhere, this one lady show up with her daughter. And they just, like, it was weird almost, to where like they kind of put themselves in the picture enough to be seen, but kept their distance, you know what I'm saying, type deal. And I just remember, because I'm like, man, all right, bro, I ain't got no girl, I ain't got no wife, I ain't got no kids, I ain't got, like, man, you know what, why not make a friend? So I went over, introduced myself, asked who she was. And like, as soon as she turned around, I'm like, oh shit, I know who you are. I know exactly who you are, you know. And we had a whole spiritual conversation. You know, we literally sat in the park for like, I don't even know, like maybe about a good hour and a half or so. Like, to the point where I was like, hey bro, I tossed my coworkers my keys. I was like, hey, y'all can take the truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'll come back to the hotel, whatever, later. I'll find my way. And they're like, all right. And so me and Charlotte, we just sat down, we kicked it, talked for a while. And then I just remember at the end, I was just like, hey, you know what? I was like, we've been sitting out here talking all this time anyways. Let's just go talk over some food. You know what I'm saying? She's like, okay, I'm down for that. And so that was another connection. Now that one was, who she reminded me of was my other sister. So the first girl I was telling y'all about, she reminded me of my older sister, right? Biological sister though. Now this one from North Carolina, she reminded me of my other sister. Now, my other sister is really my cousin, you know, but we all grew up in the same house, you know what I'm saying? So she always been my sister. But she reminded me of her. But she also reminded me of my brother-in-law. So it was kind of like a weird thing. That's what I mean by, like, even though I told you all the stuff about the family trauma, like, I ain't even scratched it. That was really only the surface. Because when I got out here and I started learning in spirit about spirituality, like, man, the brain clashes and you know, all that mind-blowing facts that I was finding, I was like, crazy. Now, it's not my business. I ain't gonna speak on all that, you know, but long story short, that connection ended as well just because we was in sync for the time being, but we was out of sync. So that was one of the ones where it's like, man, honestly, I probably would have kept rolling with Shorty, but I wasn't necessarily ready to come off the road, or like, it just wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I might have wanted it to or whatever, like, all right, whatever. I ain't gonna even fight. I'm not about to be fighting against the universe, fighting against God. Like, clearly, why am I trying to stick some shit together that ain't gonna woo-woo? So, I say all this to say, I'm updating the timeline to tell y'all my truth personally. I don't need nobody lying on my name about what I do. I don't need nobody lying on my name about when my dick done been. I don't need nobody lying on my name about shit I put in my body. I don't need nobody lying on my name about nothing. Because if you ask Nubie's just going to tell you the truth, whether you want to hear it or not. Now, I've also learned a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear what they want to hear. As in, they want to hear comforting words. Yeah, you can give me the truth, but just, can you do it like maybe 30% truth and 70% like sweetness of what like, sometimes the truth be ugly as fuck, right? Unlike your boy, because you know what I'm saying, nigga cute, nigga handsome and everything, but I just personally, like, I was telling these 2 new temp workers that I got this week to help me kind of speed up process and everything. I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Like, Nubie really, cause one of them like, man, y'all know of any good tequila around here, like local? I like, bro, I don't even drink. I like, what? I was like, yeah, bro, I don't drink. I said, I don't smoke. I said, this project got me stressing though. Like, I done thought about going to get a pack or something. Thank God I don't really know nobody out here. You know what I'm saying? I said, but you know, I put down the drink, I put down the smoke, because I want to detox myself and go on a natural high. And I was like, once I did, bro, natural high is 1,000 times better. I said, but my natural high kind of been coming down because I've been under a lot of stress and, you know what I'm saying, overworking myself. The only thing I really have kept balanced is pretty much like my dietary thing. So, you know, I even started slacking off on the working out and everything, but you know, this time, since I done got the weight off of me, I done been able to keep it off. I done stayed under 200. Majority of my life, I've been about 215, 220. And that's another thing, like, I gotta update the timeline about. Shit, I bought a couple suits, bought a couple jackets, bought a couple things, and I found myself, I'm still getting old sizes. I'm still getting size 38 pants. Ordering size 38 pants. For what? Bro, I'm a 33, 34 in the waist. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting larges. Still getting large size blazers and shit. Having to take them to the alteration shops to get them taken in. Like, bro, I now, again, after a year, I gotta retrain my brain again. Now, that's the only part of the plan that I really did not account for. I made a plan to make all these changes to progress forward, which is great, and I did that. But I didn't really, some things I overlooked. So I didn't upgrade or update my timeline on those things, which is the focus now. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why I say it's hell week is because, man, I had some black vests come out to the site, you know, kind of look in and see what's going on, where we at, progress-wise, what still needs to be taken care of and accounted for and things like that. And it's just like, me being a leader and me being in charge the way I am, I feel under stress because it's like, bro, anything that go wrong, I'm about to take accountability for it. I'm taking accountability for it. Anything that go right, I'm trying to give credit for it. That was part of my growth. Like, I literally wrote that down as a weakness of mine. Like, bro, I don't need to have the credit all the time. I don't need to be the only one that's in the spotlight. I don't need to be this or that. Like, work on building other people up. Work on giving other people roses, giving other people credit where it's due. So as we going through there, like, okay, this looks nice, that looks good. Hey, yeah, man, I put those guys on that. They knocked that shit out. I was over here doing this. You was over there doing that? Yeah, I was over there doing that. Well, that part ain't really necessarily as good as this part. Oh yeah, nah, I fucked it up. But I'll fix it. Give me like an hour. I'll fix it real quick. You know what I'm saying? That for me was a big learning point. That and my attitude, you know what I'm saying? Because I be so raw and cutthroat to tell people what's on my mind. Not even necessarily having to get ugly, but we'll tell you what's on my mind. Tell you what it is, tell you what it ain't. Not necessarily throw you under the bus, but, you know, I wouldn't feel shit for you. Like, field it as in, like, be a net for you. I'm gonna be like, hey, if it's messed up, I'll be like, well, I don't know why it's messed up. I gave them all the plans. They have the same blueprints that I have. They have the same elevations that I have. They have the same, you know, opportunity to get right like I did. And they just didn't do it right. But it's just like, man, you know what? As a man, bro, everything that went bad, that shit on me. Let's talk about how we can fix it. Everything that went right, put it on them. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and lift them up. Give them their praise. I don't need your praise. Now, another thing about updating the timeline is, for the main part, bro, I came out of that victim mentality. And I came out of that the poverty mentality. Because at the end of the day, where you live at, what you got, things like that, is not necessarily what people mean by poverty. You see what I'm saying? Poverty starts here. A lack mindset. Shout out to Sag, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to spiritual Sag. Now, I personally am on a road and on a journey for evolution, for growth. And bro, so many people, I think people thought I was boosting out here, boosting meaning lying, about me being immortal, me being the one that's been holding up all these cities, states, peoples for all these years. But they are starting to slowly see that I've been telling the truth. Cause a nigga think that they'll kill me, but come back the next day, you ain't kill me. Like, all right, for instance, how I got this on. Like I told y'all, black to me mean power, right? So how I got this on, niggas look at me be like, oh, well, you said when we was wearing black, we was dead. Okay, so you think that because I pop up in some black that you kill me. But nah, bro, I got people in black that I gotta come in this world and check up on them. You see what I'm saying? I gotta come in this world and make sure that they good. So you think you kill me because tomorrow I ain't gonna show up in black, I might show up in white. Be like, oh, that nigga flip-flop. Nah, I just got niggas over there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't on no Captain Save a Planet type shit. But like, bro, it's about everybody. It's not just about me. I understand that I have people attached to me. I have, like, not even necessarily in a bad way, attached, like following me, looking up to me, things like that. Everywhere, from every flag, from every race. You see what I'm saying? So who am I if I'm like, I know I got people in black looking up to me. I know I got people in blue I'm holding down. I know I got people in red that love me. I know I got people in orange that fuck with me. I know I got the green people that, you know what I'm saying, rock with me. I know I got people in violet that got that, what's the word I'm looking for, that have some type of love for me as well. I know I got people that wear magenta and pink that, you know what I'm saying, may follow me. Who am I to just stick myself in one color, right? Roy G. Biv, bitch. Don't get mad at me because I know how to work the color scheme, because I understand what the color scheme is. A color is also a frequency. This I was explaining to one of my college homeboys when we was talking a couple weeks ago. And I was telling him about me being like finding myself as a shaman and all this and that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, people be thinking I'll be flip-flop. Like, nah, bro, I have to learn how to live in every world. So I'll wake up one morning, I might have to live in a GD 7D reality. And then a couple hours later, I might have to go check in the 4D BD reality. And then the next day, I might have to tap in and uplift regular civilians. The next week, I might be thrown in a pit or thrown in with a bunch of army vets. I gotta know how to maneuver and move and live in their reality and uplift them as well. Like, I might have to come through and check on my little nephew or check on my little niece and find out that they done lost themselves in a certain frequency and they out there in some blue shit. I'm gonna go hop in the blues. I'm gonna go get their ass, chase their ass down, and bring them back to where they supposed to. I have to learn how to live in those places, times, and things, and know how to maneuver through them in a positive way. I have to know how to go in there and be a beacon of light. I can put on all black and still outshine you, baby. Don't get it twisted. And I know y'all thinking like, oh, he said he was the king of the underworld, he ruled. Yes, bro, but the reason why I said that is because people was following me in the underworld because, nigga, I was the light. That's why I was ruling it. Nigga, Lucifer didn't have shit on me, bro. Lucifer didn't have shit on me, bro. I was trapped in that nigga house running shit. You know what I'm saying? I trapped in that nigga house bringing niggas out. So yeah, but I rule anywhere I'm at. You know, I heard it said before, I can't remember by who, but I wish I could so I could give them their credit. They was like, man, I got a 3-foot rule. 3-foot rule? I said, man, I rule and own everything that's 3 feet around me, 3 feet in front of me, behind me, and on both sides. And I took that and I doubled it up, I tripled it up, and I ran with that shit, bro. Really, anywhere I'm at, man, that shit my world, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And if I feel like you got the same presence and power in you, then I'ma submit to it. And I ain't never gonna have to tell you that I'm following you. You gonna know, cause you gonna feel this boost. And if you working against me, then you gonna feel that opposing force come against you as well, because, bro, energy is not created nor destroyed. It's only transferred from one to the next. And what you put out, you gonna get back. And I ain't saying I'm karma, but I could be your karma, good or bad. Even like the person I was telling y'all from the Living in the Matrix video, running around copying me, try to do everything that I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they back, but this time around, bro, I ain't catching no attitude behind that. I ain't lying to them, manipulating them, running them off or nothing like that. Nah, bro, you won't be like me standing this. And that's why part of me made that video of me telling the truth about all the trauma and shit. Cause you want to copy me, you want to be like me, do that step. Do that step and take everything off and become completely vulnerable for everybody else to see you bare ass naked. Do that step. Don't just do the steps that you see are getting me to advance or getting me further along in my process of where I'm trying to go. You trying to duplicate and replicate those steps, but you won't do these crucial steps that might set you back. That might set you back for a little bit. that might have people talking about you behind closed doors, that might have people talking about you on social media, that might have people talking bad about you to your face. Do those steps and deal with that. Do those as well. Because guess what, bro? If I rocks with you and I ucks with you and I see you putting that in, when that shit come against you, bro, I'm still going to be there by your side, in your corner, backing you up. Hey, bro, don't even let that shit trip you out. People gonna talk about you regardless, so you might as well do what you gonna do. People ain't gonna like to see you happy. Those people, you might as well distance yourself from and be around a bunch of motherfuckers that want to see you win. Because at the end of the day, everybody want to win. Not everybody want to put the work in. Nah, for real. Nah, for real. Check out the view, man. So me updating my timeline, man, it means I've been shedding the old weight, been shedding the old perspectives, outlooks on life. And you know what? To be completely honest with y'all, I think it's time to take off the rose-colored glasses. Because all in all, I really don't need them. I really do not need them. You know what I'm saying? I like them. I really just like the glasses. I ain't gonna cap you down. I really do like the glasses. But when it comes down to it, if your life on the line, my life on the line, I'll take them off. You want to see the world like I see it? Here you go. There you go. Look at me the same way I'm looking at y'all. You feel me? I hand them to you. Look, here you go, bro. I'm not tripping at all. Because at the end of the day, if I hand them to you and you go in that rabbit hole and you get lost, just know you got a partner in me that'll come get you, bro. And really, I done got so smart, I ain't gonna come get you because I ain't gonna have to. I'm gonna build a tether to you before you even go down there. So that way the tether just gonna pull you out. You can climb out using that. You know what I'm saying? Updating the timeline, man. Updating the timeline. Bro, no, not a cheater. No, I'm not an alcoholic. No, I'm not a druggie. No, I'm not a saint. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not Jesus. Do I try to be like big bro? Yeah. Yeah, some days. Not all the time. Sometimes I might choose violence or want to choose violence. I ain't gonna say I do choose violence. Sometimes I might want to choose violence. But I think really that's the part of me that people are most afraid of. But it's like this book that I've been reading, Who Moved My Cheese? I'm learning that fear keep people held back more than anything. Like for real, for real. Fear really does keep people held back more than anything. I sit back and I think like, and I'm like, damn, man, I'm tired of people missing out on me just because they don't want to take a chance off of some shit that they heard. Or they don't want to take a chance off of some shit that I done did or some shit that I done said. Because to me, how can I put this? I would rather take a chance on somebody who real raw and uncut that I see can control they demons versus looking at somebody who, knowing they got demons and being like, nah, let me not touch that. Yeah, but they got demons, but they got like two, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I'm on restriction on Facebook from group, right? My group activity, because I was on there talking reckless. And like I showed my home, and they like, dang, bro, you can't be talking like that. Why not? Why can't I talk like that? Because at the end of the day, I think what scares people is that I have the capacity to think like that and talk like that. But at the end of the day, never act on it because I keep them demons in check. I know how to exercise mine. You see what I'm saying? Mine work for me. I know how to control them. So when my demons say, man, Your family's still in this motherfucking house from you. You know what the house is. You know who doing all that. Go burn it down. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Nigga, I said go burn it down. Nah, nigga, I'm not about to do that. That's fucking irrational. Why would I go do some shit like that and possibly be in the way of catching an arson charge? Nah, I'm straight. All right, since you won't go burn it down, you know who took your check and went and signed that shit in the bank. You know who they work with. Go shoot the block up. Bro, you right. These niggas really did steal my... Man, you know what? I think I'm with you. I really do want some niggas to pay for this shit. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying. Go get their ass. Go eat them up. You know what I'm saying? 50-round drum on them. I mean, I got the pistol. I got the 50-round drum. It's sitting right here in my lap. You know what? That's not smart. Let's not do that. But I told you to go. Yeah, but you're not my master. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. You see what I'm saying? Because I have the capacity to hear the other side, but not yield to the other side. And that to me is true fucking power. True fucking power. True power ain't being fake. True power to me ain't going around a bunch of motherfuckers that you know done did you wrong. Hey, how you doing? I hope you're doing good, this and that. True power to me is when my brother say, hey man, I know ain't nobody really fucking with you, but we having this little thing at my house, bro. You should come through, at least check in with the family, see what's up. You know what I'm saying? I do miss you, so you should come through. Like, all right. And the voice in my head say, everybody that's stealing from you gonna be in that bitch, shoot it up. And let's say my sister still got a spiritual connection, so she hear everything that's going on in my head. Right? So when I show up and I really ain't got nothing to say to nobody, the only person I spoke to is my mama. Right hand to the man. Right hand to the man. The only person I speak to is my mama. Hey mama, how you doing? This and that, woo, this and that. Hey son, I miss you. I was this and that, woo. Oh, okay. Well, look, mama, I'm gonna leave. I think I'm gonna leave. Well, why you leaving? You just got here. Hey, look, I really just came to see you. I really just came to see you, make sure you're still alive and well. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know I'm out here in the world, alive and well as well, right? Okay. But my mama know me, so the whole time on my face, she see that I'm really conflicted. She see me really fighting this shit off. And so, she walk outside. Son, are you okay? What's wrong? Nothing wrong, mama. I'm all right. Son, what's wrong? Nothing wrong. I'm okay. Then she touched me. Where y'all think I get my gifts from? She touched me and I just feel this shit I feel everything I'm fighting off, that shit just boil up from my feet up. And I go, mama, I want my motherfucking mail. Now, as a black man, as a black person, you know we ain't supposed to talk to mama, I want my motherfucking mail. Son, I'll get you your mail. Now my siblings and shit coming outside because they hear me raising my voice. My sister, we don't have your mail. I want my motherfucking mail right motherfucking now. And I ain't trying to talk to none of you I ain't trying to talk to none of you motherfuckers until I get it. Start going to my car. My sister, don't let him go to his car. Don't let him go to his truck. Why? Why can't I go to my truck? You scared? Cause you scared? I can't go to my truck cause you scared. What sense do that make? My demons don't run me. Just cause I'm mad and I'm cussing you out and y'all know y'all dead wrong. Now I can't go to my truck. Now you want to get restraining order on me? Now you want to make it seem like I'm unfit? Like I'm unstable? You want to use that as a reason for why you don't want your children around me? But yet, let me take your shit from you. Let me take your house from you. Let me steal all your shit and withhold your shit from you and see how you react. But you don't want that kind of justice. You don't want that kind of karma, do you? I ain't think so. But what I'm not gonna allow is for you to sit there and paint me some kind of way off of a reaction of some shit that we all know is going on. You feel me? So I look at it as, man, like I said, whatever it's been, y'all can have it, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even tripping on that shit no more. Now, I might have some other people out here that might feel differently. I try to keep them off as best as I can, but I can't tell the next man what to do, how to live. I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Shit get ugly over money and shit get real in the field. And you know that. But, man, I want to thank y'all for still continuing to grow with me. And I want to thank y'all for taking the time out to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank y'all for judging me, and I want to thank y'all for not judging me. Once again, thumbs up if you think a nigga handsome. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy, though. I do know that this journey has been crazy. It's been like, bro, so many levels, man. So many levels. And I just ain't stopping. Ain't dying. I won't quit. I ain't lying. I start flowing. I might go in. Yo-hoing. Nah. But anyways, no freebies. I really, truly do. I love it here. Sometimes it's scary because it's like, even though I know where I'm going, sometimes the path be winding and twisting off from what I thought, but bro, I just learned to just stay cool. And so if you feel like you've been silenced, if you feel like you've been down, you feel like you've been worked against, man, you just gotta do the work, bro. You really do. You know, I'm not gonna say that I came out my shadow side. I have come out my shadow side some, but at times when I need to drop back in that bitch, I'm right back in that bag. Cause one thing for sure, even in my shadow side, nigga, I'm still the light. That's the crazy part. And people look at me weird, bro, but it's like, bro, I make my own rules. God gave me free access to literally make my own rules. God literally said, bro, Tim, you do whatever you do. I was really rebirthed to be an asshole. Seriously. And I don't understand how people ain't noticed that, how people ain't get that. And try to turn me back to the same sweet old me. Like, nah. I done seen too much. I done did too much. All the shit that I knew before my rebirth, before my rebirth in my 30th year, all the shit that I seen, understood, heard, and all that, God rebirthed me to be an asshole because you're like, all right, well, nigga, stop bothering me about it. Go speak on it. You say who's stopping you from speaking on it? Banish, nigga, get their ass out of there. Oh, they don't want you to talk about that? Banish. Get their ass out of there. Nigga, you go be in the driver's seat. You drive this motherfucking vessel. Alright. And the moment I started, he ain't healed. Look at him. He just throwing out laughing emojis and making a bunch of jokes. So you mad that I'm beating you to the punch of what you trying to do? You mad because I can have this impenetrable force field up around me that you can't get in? Your little fucking arrows and darts can't get through no more? You mad about that? Sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I could listen to this beat for another hour. I might just do that. But man, it seemed like the harder I fight to get rid of attachments and this and that, the harder that the opposition fights to keep me with and in those attachments and situations and shit, right? So this time around, we just learning to, how can I put it? We learning to make them work for us. We learning to have a different outlook about it. How can I flip this shit in my favor? All right, motherfucker want to send me 5 workers? I used to look at this shit like, all right, somebody try to stick me in the 5 of Pentacles, right? But now I'm like, motherfucker want to send me 5 workers? Oh shit, I'm 6 guy. What's up, baby? Big 6 guy. Let's do it. I'll take them. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker want to try to set me back 3 steps? Okay, I see the plot. Hey, bro, I see what you're trying to do, but I'm gonna need you to come with me too. Yeah, I'll go back 3, but you're gonna come with me too. You feel me? I ain't gonna be going 3 steps back. You think you gonna be taking 3 steps ahead? Nah, nigga. Motherfucker said red light and we both moved, so we both going back 3 steps. You see what I'm saying? Motherfucker did not say mother may I, and you still move, nigga. I moved too. We both going back. Like, but at the end of the day, bro, I just know for a fact, before I close, I know for a fact, it's this one connection that has been trying to come in for a while, bro, and it's like everything and everybody attached to me be fighting and blocking that hole from getting to me, because they know as soon as they do, as soon as that shit plug in, nigga, game over. Game over. Game over for everybody. But I'm gonna say it right now. Baby, I see that connection. And I want you to know, mama, I ain't fighting you. I'm not fighting you. I ain't trying to keep you holding up or waiting. I am trying to clear all this bullshit out so that way you ain't got to deal with it. That way, that monkey will not be on my back when we plug in and connect. Nah, for real. Nah, for real. Because the way that I see this shit, the way that I see motherfuckers fighting against it to happen, I know if I step to you with all that shit going on, then it's gonna turn out 2 ways. Either me and you gonna have to plug in and fight all them niggas together, or me and you gonna plug in and one of us is just gonna disconnect because it's just gonna be too much. Not baggage, not trauma type shit, none of that shit, right? Just strictly, it's like I said, it has nothing to do with baggage. It has nothing to do with trauma. I done cleared that shit up. It has to do with hate, jealousy, and envy. I done dealt with that shit before inside of a relationship. And so I know that I have to pretty much get any and everything and everyone and anyone away from me, out of my force field, out of my life, that I feel will bring that towards this connection. Simply put. And with that being it, me being over an hour, Nubie out. But before I go, check the view, man. Just check the view. This is where we at. On top of the mountain.